Trauma and anxiety have a way of sneaking into our lives, often without us even realizing the full extent of their impact. They don't just live in our minds. They take root in our bodies, deeply affecting the nervous system. Imagine your body as a house with a smoke alarm. When trauma or anxiety strikes, that alarm becomes overly sensitive, going off at the slightest hint of smoke, even when there's no real fire. This is what happens when your body gets stuck in a sympathetic state, where hypervigilance and tension dominate. The key to healing lies in learning how to shift into the parasympathetic state, where calm and restoration can finally take the lead. Think about it. How often do you feel like you're running on high alert, unable to fully relax? That's your nervous system signaling that it's out of balance. This dysregulation can leave you feeling trapped in cycles of stress, burnout, and even physical symptoms like headaches or fatigue. But here's the good news. Your body is designed to heal. By learning to regulate your nervous system, you can create a sense of safety within yourself, even in the face of life's challenges. It's like rewiring that overly sensitive smoke alarm so it only goes off when there's an actual fire. Regulating the nervous system isn't just about feeling better, it's about reclaiming your life. When you create space for restoration, you open the door to emotional balance, mental clarity, and even improved physical health. It's not about avoiding stress altogether because, let's face it, life happens, but about building resilience so you can bounce back faster. And it all starts with small, intentional steps. Steps that we'll explore together in the habits to come. Ready to dive in? Setting clear intentions is like giving your day a roadmap. It helps you focus on where you want to go rather than where you don't. Too often, people wake up thinking, I don't want to feel anxious today, or I don't want to get stressed. But here's the thing. Your brain doesn't process negatives very well. When you focus on what you don't want, you're still giving energy to those feelings. Instead, try flipping the script. For example, instead of saying, I don't want to feel overwhelmed, say, today, I will prioritize calm and take breaks when I need them. A simple shift in language can set the tone for a more balanced day. Intentions don't have to be complicated. They're not about perfection. They're about direction. Think of them as a gentle nudge toward the person you want to become. For instance, you might start your morning by saying, I will practice self-compassion today. Or if I feel tension building, I'll pause and take 3 deep breaths. These small commitments can act as anchors, keeping you grounded when life feels chaotic. Over time, they become second nature, helping you respond to stress with more grace and less panic. The beauty of intentions is that they're entirely yours. They don't rely on external circumstances or anyone else's actions. Whether you're navigating a tough meeting, juggling family responsibilities, or just trying to get through the day, your intentions can guide you back to what matters most. And the best part? They're a practice, not a performance. Even if you forget them for a moment, you can always return to them. So, what intention will you set today? In a world that glorifies hustle and speed, slowing down can feel almost rebellious. But here's the truth. Rushing through life doesn't just exhaust you. It reinforces a sense of danger in your nervous system. When you're constantly in a hurry, your brain interprets it as a sign that something's wrong, keeping you stuck in a sympathetic state of hypervigilance. Instead, what if you paused, just for a moment, before diving into the next task? Something as simple as taking 3 slow, intentional breaths before a meeting or meal can signal to your body that it's safe to relax. It's not about doing less. It's about doing things with more presence. Think about your daily routines. Are you rushing through your morning, gulping down coffee, and scrolling through your phone before you've even had a chance to breathe? That frantic energy sets the tone for the rest of your day. Instead, try creating micro moments of calm. For example, when you wake up, sit on the edge of your bed and stretch slowly. Or, when you're walking to your car, notice the rhythm of your steps and the feel of the air on your skin. These small pauses don't take extra time. They simply shift your focus, helping your nervous system transition into a more regulated state. Slowing down isn't about abandoning your responsibilities. It's about approaching them with a sense of intention and ease. Imagine the difference between rushing to finish a task and completing it with deliberate care. The latter not only feels better, but also helps reduce tension and build resilience. Over time, these moments of stillness become habits, ones that remind your body and mind that you're not in a race. And as you embrace this slower rhythm, you'll find it easier to start your day on a more balanced note. How you start your day sets the tone for everything that follows. If your morning begins with chaos, rushing out of bed, checking emails, or diving into the news, it's no wonder your nervous system feels frazzled before you've even had breakfast. Instead, imagine starting your day with calm and intention. A few minutes of meditation, reading something uplifting, or even a slow stretch can help shift your body from a sympathetic state of stress into a parasympathetic state of ease. It's like giving your brain a gentle good morning instead of an alarm blaring at full volume. One practical way to create balance is to avoid common triggers like social media or caffeine overload first thing in the morning. Instead, try sipping on water or herbal tea while listening to calming music. You could also take a moment to set a positive intention for the day, like I will approach challenges with patience or I will prioritize my mental health today. These small rituals may seem insignificant, but they send a powerful message to your nervous system. You're in control and there's no need to panic. Over time, these habits can transform your mornings into a sanctuary of restoration. Starting your day with balance doesn't mean you need a perfect routine. It's about finding what works for you. Maybe it's a warm shower where you focus on the sensation of the water, or a few minutes journaling about what you're grateful for. Whatever it is, the goal is to create a foundation of safety and calm that carries you through the rest of the day. And once you've mastered this, you'll find it easier to weave moments of rest into your daily routine. Rest isn't a luxury, it's a necessity, especially when it comes to regulating your nervous system. Yet, so many of us push through the day without pausing, as if rest is something we need to earn. But here's the thing, your body isn't a machine. It needs moments of restoration to recharge and stay balanced. A good rule of thumb, dedicate about 10% of your day, roughly 2.4 hours. To intentional rest, this doesn't mean napping for hours. It can be as simple as taking a mindful break during lunch or stepping outside to feel the sun on your face. These moments act as a reset button for your mind-body connection. One way to incorporate rest is by creating small rituals throughout your day. For example, instead of scrolling through your phone during a break, try closing your eyes and practicing slow breathing for 2 minutes. Or take a few moments to savor your meal without distractions. Notice the flavors, textures, and smells. These habits may seem small, but they help shift your body out of a state of tension and into a parasympathetic state where healing and relaxation happen. Even watching the sunset or sitting quietly with a cup of tea can become a powerful act of self-care. The key is to make rest non-negotiable. Treat it like an appointment with yourself. Schedule it into your day if you have to. And remember, rest doesn't always mean doing nothing. It can be active, like taking a slow walk, practicing meditation, or even journaling about your thoughts. The goal is to create space for your nervous system to breathe so you can approach the rest of your day with clarity and resilience. Speaking of clarity, let's explore how regular check-ins with yourself can deepen this sense of balance. How often do you pause during the day to ask yourself, how am I really feeling? Regular check-ins with yourself are a simple yet powerful way to stay connected to your emotions, physical sensations, and overall needs. Think of it as a mini conversation with your body and mind. Set gentle reminders on your phone to pause and ask, am I tense? Am I thirsty? How's my breathing? These moments of self-awareness help you notice signs of dysregulation before they spiral into full-blown stress or anxiety. It's like catching a small leak before it floods the house. One practical way to do this is by using physical cues. For example, if you notice your shoulders are tight or your jaw is clenched, that's your body's way of saying, hey, I need a break. Take a moment to stretch, drink some water, or practice slow breathing. You can even use grounding techniques, like placing your hand on your chest and taking 3 deep breaths to reconnect with a sense of safety. These small adjustments can make a big difference in how you navigate the rest of your day. Check-ins aren't just about fixing problems, they're about building a habit of self-compassion. By tuning into your needs, you're telling yourself, I matter, and my well-being is a priority. Over time, this practice strengthens your ability to respond to life's challenges with more ease and less overwhelm. And as you become more attuned to your inner world, you'll find it easier to restore a sense of calm and security, even in moments of hypervigilance. When your body is stuck in a state of hypervigilance, it feels like the world is constantly on edge. You're scanning for danger, even when there's none to be found. This is your nervous system trying to protect you, but it can leave you feeling exhausted and disconnected. The antidote, restoring a sense of safety. One simple yet effective practice is grounding yourself in the present moment. Look around and name 3 things you can see, 3 things you can hear, and 3 things you can feel. This small exercise reminds your brain that you're here, now, and safe. Another way to anchor yourself is by creating a personal safety toolkit. This could include a comforting object, like a soft blanket, or a piece of jewelry that holds meaning. Pair it with a mantra such as, "I am safe in this moment." You can also use physical grounding techniques, like pressing your feet firmly into the floor or holding a warm cup of tea. These actions send signals to your nervous system that it's okay to relax, shifting you from a sympathetic state of alertness to a parasympathetic state of calm. Restoring safety isn't just about what you do, it's about how you do it. Speak to yourself with self-compassion, as if you were comforting a dear friend. Remind yourself that it's okay to feel on edge sometimes, but you have the tools to come back to balance. Over time, these practices create a foundation of emotional resilience, helping you navigate life's challenges with more confidence. And once you've built this sense of safety, you'll be ready to tackle emotional triggers with greater strength and clarity. Emotional triggers are inevitable. Life has a way of pressing our buttons when we least expect it. But the good news is that you don't have to stay stuck in the spiral of overwhelm. Building skills to handle triggers is like creating a toolbox for your nervous system. When a trigger hits, instead of reacting impulsively, you can reach for tools that help you regain balance. For instance, try holding an ice cube in your hand or splashing cold water on your face. These sensory techniques can shock your system out of a state of hypervigilance, bringing you back to the present moment. Another powerful tool is journaling. When emotions feel too big to handle, writing them down can help you process them in a safe way. Pair this with mantras or affirmations like, "This feeling is temporary," or "I am strong enough to handle this." If you're feeling stuck, movement can also help. Take a walk, dance to your favorite song, or even just stretch. These small actions remind your body that it's not trapped in the trigger, creating space for restoration and calm. And don't underestimate the power of connection. Talking to a trusted friend or therapist can be a form of co-regulation, helping you feel supported. The key to handling triggers is practice. You won't always get it right, and that's okay. What matters is that you're building a habit of responding rather than reacting. Over time, these tools become second nature, helping you bounce back faster and with more grace. And as you strengthen your ability to handle triggers, you'll naturally expand your window of tolerance, making it easier to face life's challenges. Emotional triggers are inevitable. Life has a way of pressing our buttons when we least expect it. But the good news is that you don't have to stay stuck in the spiral of overwhelm. Building skills to handle triggers is like creating a toolbox for your nervous system. When a trigger hits, instead of reacting impulsively, you can reach for tools that help you regain balance. For instance, try holding an ice cube in your hand or splashing cold water on your face. These sensory techniques can shock your system out of a state of hypervigilance, bringing you back to the present moment. Another powerful tool is journaling. When emotions feel too big to handle, writing them down can help you process them in a safe way. Pair this with mantras or affirmations like, "This feeling is temporary," or "I am strong enough to handle this." If you're feeling stuck, movement can also help. Take a walk, dance to your favorite song, or even just stretch. These small actions remind your body that it's not trapped in the trigger, creating space for restoration and calm. And don't underestimate the power of connection. Talking to a trusted friend or therapist can be a form of co-regulation, helping you feel supported. The key to handling triggers is practice. You won't always get it right, and that's okay. What matters is that you're building a habit of responding rather than reacting. Over time, these tools become second nature, helping you bounce back faster and with more grace. And as you strengthen your ability to handle triggers, you'll naturally expand your window of tolerance, making it easier to face life's challenges. Your window of tolerance is like the sweet spot where your nervous system feels balanced. You're neither overwhelmed nor completely shut down. But when life throws challenges your way, that window can shrink, leaving you feeling stuck in stress, anxiety, or even burnout. The good news, you can expand it. One way to do this is by introducing small, controlled doses of discomfort into your routine. For example, try taking a cold shower for 30 seconds or practicing mindful fasting under medical guidance. These activities gently push your limits, teaching your body that it can handle challenges without going into overdrive. Movement is another powerful way to build resilience. Activities like yoga, dancing, or even playing a sport help regulate your nervous system by releasing built-up tension and promoting a sense of restoration. But don't forget the lighter side of life. Laughter and play are just as important. Spend time with kids, watch a funny movie, or engage in a hobby that brings you joy. These moments of playfulness aren't just fun, they're essential for balancing the energy you expend during more stressful times. It's all about finding a rhythm that works for you. Expanding your window of tolerance doesn't mean you'll never feel stressed again. It means you'll have the capacity to face challenges without feeling overwhelmed. Over time, these practices help your nervous system adapt, making you more resilient to life's ups and downs. And as you strengthen this foundation, you'll find it easier to wind down at the end of the day. Speaking of which, let's explore how intentional evening rituals can help you close your day with calm and clarity. Evenings are a golden opportunity to reset your nervous system and prepare for true restoration. But let's be honest, how often do you find yourself mindlessly scrolling on your phone or binge-watching shows late into the night? These habits might feel relaxing in the moment, but they often leave your mind racing and your body tense. Instead, try replacing these avoidant behaviors with intentional rituals that promote calm. For example, spend 5 minutes writing in a journal about your day. What went well, what challenged you, and what you're grateful for. This simple practice not only clears mental clutter, but also helps you end a day on a positive note. Physical relaxation is another key to winding down. Practices like progressive muscle relaxation, where you tense and release each muscle group, can help release built-up tension from the day. Or try tapping, also known as EFT, to calm your mind and body. Pair these with a soothing activity like sipping herbal tea, taking a warm bath, or listening to calming music. These rituals signal to your nervous system that it's time to transition from a state of alertness to one of restoration. Even visualizing a safe, peaceful place before bed can help create a sense of security that lingers as you drift off to sleep. The beauty of evening rituals is that they're deeply personal. You get to design what works for you. Maybe it's a gratitude practice, a few minutes of meditation, or simply dimming the lights and reading a book. The goal is to create a consistent routine that tells your body it's safe to relax now. Over time, these habits become a signal to your nervous system that the day is done, allowing you to wake up feeling refreshed and ready to start again. And with these rituals in place, you'll be better equipped to integrate all the habits we've explored so far. Building new habits can feel overwhelming, especially when there's so much you want to change. But here's the secret: you don't have to do it all at once. In fact, trying to overhaul your entire routine overnight is a recipe for burnout. Instead, start small. Pick one habit that resonates with you the most. Maybe it's taking a mindful pause during the day, practicing self-compassion, or creating an evening ritual. Focus on that one habit until it feels natural, and then layer in the next. Progress isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. Take a moment to reflect. Which of these habits speaks to you the loudest? Is it the idea of slowing down, setting intentions, or reconnecting with your body? Whatever it is, give yourself permission to start where you are. Remember, healing and growth aren't linear. They're a journey. And on this journey, it's okay to ask for help. Whether it's through a supportive friend, a therapist, or even a community like this one, you don't have to navigate it alone. Each small step you take brings you closer to a life of balance, resilience, and inner peace. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which habit are you excited to try first? What's one small change you can make today that will bring you closer to the life you want? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to cheer you on. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a chance to learn more about creating a life of calm and clarity. Your journey starts now. Let's take the first step together.